After a 2-week long unexpected hiatus, you guys, I am back, hopefully. What is going on, Drive 2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial video for you guys, and you guys have been waiting for a long time for me to actually go back to doing tutorial videos just like this one. Thank you so much for being patient, for those of you guys who've been waiting. Well, here is Iron Man Mark 85. You guys have been waiting for this one as well. This is, of course, the one with the helmet on. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Before we actually begin, you guys, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, grab your drawing tools, let's draw Iron Man Mark 85. Alright, you guys, let us get started with our Iron Man Mark 85 tutorial. This is, of course, the armor that he wears in Endgame. You guys have been asking for one with the helmet on, so here it is. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to do is to draw a circle a little bit big, because what we're going to do is we're going to draw his head and his shoulders, and the reason for that is, to be quite clear and honest with you guys, is I'm still working on getting this to 100%. I'm not quite there yet, so I don't want to draw anything that's overly detailed that'll take its toll on my wrist. So that is the reason for, you know, drawing something a little bit simpler today. And there you go, there's the circle. Again, like I said, you guys, if you guys are having a hard time drawing a circle, all it takes is practice. I get a lot of comments saying they can't do step one, draw a circle. Well, you know, you got to practice that stuff. So I can't help you with that. You have to, you know, you have to be able to do it yourself. Okay, I'm going to draw a line going down the middle here, and that's to indicate, of course, the center line. And now I'm going to draw a point right here that's going to be for the chin. And then from the chin, sort of just rounds like this. I'm going to draw it rounded first, and then we're going to create the little corners here somewhere as soon as we figure out where that goes. Now this is a little bit longer than a normal head, because what I want is, well, he's going to be looking down, so it's going to look a little bit longer than usual. Okay, so we want our head tilted a little bit, and he's going to be looking downward a little bit, looking in this general direction. Okay, so there's our head there. I'm just trying to make this a little bit straight. Okay, and then here's the part of the neck there, just a tiny bit, and then this part right here. So there you go, the neck goes like this. Okay, don't make this one too long. It's kind of pretty much just go up to there. Just below the chin here, I'm going to draw this line right here, and this is kind of where I want the center to be, a little bit more this way even. Okay, so I want the center, actually let's go down this way. That's going to be the center, but then the chest is going to be right around here. So center of the neck, and then imagine this kind of, it goes like this, and then the center of the chest is like that. So it starts to look like he's looking, he's turning his head. Okay, just going to draw this rounded part right here, just to indicate where the neck ends and like the trapezius muscle begins, or the shoulder muscles, I guess you could say, like these muscles right here. Okay, this line is going to extend that way, and on this side it's going to extend this way. Okay, let's go back here, and we're going to draw that shoulder muscle. It's not a muscle, of course, it's the suit, but of course this is the shoulder of that suit, and it goes like that, and it goes like this. Okay, so it's nice and broad. There we go. Right around here we curve it. I'm going to end it right there. Okay, that might be a little too big, so I might actually shrink these down a little bit, just so that it's not too large, because I do want the head to be a little bit bigger, because imagine it being, you know, it's a helmet that fits a head inside, so you don't want the head to be too small. Okay, so I'm going to make the shoulder just tinier, and the shoulder kind of curves out like this, but it goes in a little bit past this, and it goes down. Okay, so there's the shoulder part. I'm going to draw a line going across here, so I know where I want to end my drawing. Okay, right here, this goes across like this. Okay, and then right around here, I'm going to draw that divide, and that divides, of course, the the chest with the shoulder, and the shoulder is going to be like this little, fairly small curve like that. So there is our drawing. Well, there's our Iron Man right there. I'm going to make this one a little bit smaller. There. Okay, so there's, for the most part, there's our drawing. Now let me zoom in slightly. Move this down so you guys can see a little better. I think that's centered. Centered enough at least. Okay, very good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start spacing out where I want the eyes and the mouth and everything. And what I want to do is I want to erase this so that I have this as a guide, or just a straight line going down is going to be my guide. And right above here is kind of where I want my eye line. And I don't want it to be a drastic curve like the circle. I want it to be a fairly straight line with a bit of a curve like this. Okay, from here to here. This is kind of where the edge of my, well, that's where the tips, the ends of my eyes go. Excuse me, there you go. And then this goes up, and this goes up like that. Okay, so that sort of divides the head a little bit. You got the side here, and then you got the front on this part. And we'll start reshaping things a little bit. Okay, now we're going to divide this into 3 almost equal parts. Okay, so here and here, so you see that how that's one side, and then you got from here to here, and then from here to here. You want to make sure that they're about equal. So the eye is going to go from, this is one part of the eye, and this is the other part of the eye right here. Okay. Okay, so let's kind of make sure that that line is a little fairly solid. Okay, this goes, tilts outward. You want to make sure that those lines that you draw are parallel to each other, or they're symmetrical to each other, right? Okay, so it goes like that. And this goes fairly straight, but it kind of, it's straight, but it sort of doesn't follow the curve of the curvature of the line there. Okay, right around here, this goes this way. Okay, that, and then it goes in just before the tip. Here's the tip. You want to make sure you go in just before that tip. Okay. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of shaping the inside of it at the bottom so that these lines are a little bit thicker than the top lines. Than the top line. There you go. And as you do that, it should make it look like the eyes are like this right here. It is narrower than this. I don't know if that makes sense. There you go. Okay, so try to get that one as best as you can. Yeah, try to get it as best as you can. Okay, I'm gonna double up on this line right here. Same thing here and here. Okay, double the line there, and this goes to the tip here, like that. So it sort of creates this mechanical inner lining of the eye. There you go. Okay, so right around here, I'm going to draw a line going across, like that. Okay, and then frown. You want to make sure that this is parallel to the chin. You might have to move the chin down a little bit lower. You do want to make sure that these things are parallel. You want to make sure also that these kind of fall in the same spots in the eye. So that's to make it, you know, centered. So there you go, you got that frown. And then it goes like this. It goes like this, okay? So let's leave it like that for now. What I want to do is I want to go back over here where the cheek is. And I'm gonna go from the side of the face there. Okay, kind of this far down from the eye. I'm gonna bring it down to this point right here. Okay, and do the same thing on this side. So about this far away from the eye, kind of goes up the side of the face there. Okay, and then right around here, draw a nice curve, and you want to make sure that these curves look the same, looks similar. Otherwise, it'll look awkward if it's not the same, because they're supposed to be symmetrical to each other. Okay, so there's our, what do you call it, faceplate. Okay, now let's find a spot right here, about this far up. It's a tiny little line, smaller than this is. That. Okay, now we're gonna we're gonna make this V shape that goes from here to there and right around here. So there's a V shape there. Again, you want to keep the center in mind as you continue to draw. Okay, let's go back over here to the side of the eye. Okay, there's another part of the faceplate right there, and same thing on the side, like this. Okay, now it stops right around here and right around here. Okay, so there, bring this up until it reaches this little corner right here. So we drew these lines initially earlier. Bring it up until it meets that line, this line right here, which should be higher than this point, because what you want to do is you want to bring it, draw another line from here connecting to there, like that. So this should be lower, this point should be higher, and then you bring it together like this. There you go. Now I'm going to erase this, I'm going to erase that. There's our Iron Man head. Now what we can do is we can find a spot here and here, because there's a clear, it's not fully round, it does have these kind of corners here and here. As you guys can see, I'll put a link to the reference photo that I'm using for this tutorial. I'll put that down in the description, so make sure you check that out as well. Okay, drawing a line going across. There you go. Okay, so you should have, at the end of this, you should have this part right here. And if you guys did it right, you should have everything nice and smooth. These lines should, all make sense. I'm going to erase the center line there because we don't need it anymore. And that's what it should look like. Okay, find the center right here, down, and then parallel to this, goes like that. Okay, and then find this point right here. This goes up and then across like this. Okay, same thing over here, find the center, down, and then makes a V shape. Okay, find this point right here, goes up, and then it goes to the back of the head, like that. There. Okay, so this is like pretty much done. What you can do, actually draw another line right here above the eye line now. Okay, and then draw a line that goes up like that to that point right there. Okay, so bring this a little bit higher. Sort of has that right there. It's very, very faint. I'm not really sure if I'm going to continue that line later on or if I'm going to ink it, but it's there. If you look at the reference photo, you'll see what I mean. Okay, there you go. So it's not quite as long as the reference photo, so we will have to bring the chin down, and that's fine. And that is completely fine. Okay, so now I'm going to draw another line going down right here, or going across, parallel to this mouth line here. This goes across about the same length, and it goes down similar to this and this. Okay, now this goes this way and this way. And then, okay, see this point right here? Goes like that. Okay, this point here goes outward, like so. Okay, and then, so imagine a faint line going from here to that corner there. And from here, imagine this kind of going towards the cheek, like that. There you go. Okay, and then we draw another line going across like this, right here. I'm gonna grab me another pencil, actually. Always have nice sharpened pencils right beside you. A lot of people like to use mechanical pencils. That'll save you the sharpening. Okay, there you go. Line there. Again, line here and here. Now that's going to be for the chin. So the chin sort of rounds here, comes together like that. Okay, maybe a little bit more flat. There. Okay. So always make sure that these are kind of parallel with each other and centered. Okay, now I'm going to bring this going under, and it should be parallel to this line here. Okay. That. This goes across, or this goes like that. Okay, so right around here, what I want to do is I want to kind of erase this part and this part right here. So I kind of want to straighten it a little bit so that it's not, well, not too rounded. Okay, first thing though, I do want to draw a line from the cheekbone here, 2 lines, actually 3. It goes across like this, and then same thing on this side, same spot, 1, 2, 3. 3 lines like that. This is kind of like the ear part. So imagine the ear is going to be right there and right here. So it's a little bit thicker, a little wider than the rest. Okay, and then now this goes straight up. And then right here, kind of want to make a little corner there. Same thing here. There you go. Now all you have to do is find a spot here, bring it this way, and bring it up here. Okay, same thing here. This goes like that, this goes up. Now, faint line from here going to that line. Actually make it go a little bit beside it. There you go. That's better. Very faintly. Okay, and then another faint line that goes like this, outwards. Shade this in, or color it in. It's a black shadow, pretty much. And all you gotta do is just fix things up. This should also be in shadow. It's like the shadow of the chin part. And then all you really have to do is just double up on these lines. It gives it that beveled look. And there you've got Iron Man's face. Mark 85. One of the easier ones to draw, to be honest. The other Iron Man helmets are a little bit more complicated than this, and this is fairly easy. So there's the helmet, you guys. Now I'm going to draw 2 lines from here. Remember, this is the center. I'm going to draw this way and then this way. Okay, and then maybe I'll draw 2 lines there, 2 lines here. There's my center. I'm going to draw another line here and here. Okay, now we're going to draw the machinations of the neck. Goes across like that. Now we're going to kind of simplify the intricate neck part of Iron Man's helmet here, because it is a fairly complicated design. Okay, go back over here. Let's continue that neck going up towards the ear. Kind of goes this way. Okay, and then it sort of sinks or leans this way as you go down. Okay, and then 1, probably draw 3 lines going down like that. Okay, and then right here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve it like this. Make sure I get that right. And then this goes inwards. Like so. Actually, let's, I apologize, you guys. Let me readjust this. It goes straight, and then it goes like this. There you go. And then right here, this goes down. That. Okay. So that's good. There are like little bits of these Iron Man kind of, how do you describe it, like the intricate designs on the helm, on the neck part, but they're very, very subtle. Okay, this goes around like this. Okay, and then right here I'm going to create this, looks like a little light area there, and then here. Okay, and that's fairly good. We're going to leave it like that. Okay, let's go back over here now. Another curve, and then right here, another curve like that. Now this is supposed to be metal that goes up and then down, so it's like a little ridge that makes a tall tip right there. Okay, let's draw a line here, goes like that. That's a metal part there. Okay. Metal plate that goes like this. And then another metal plate goes from here and up like that. Now there's tons of these little lines right here. I'm just going to leave it as one line. There you go. Fairly, well, let's make it 2 lines. There you go. Make up your mind, Ramon. Okay, there you go. Now, let's go over here. And this part, it looks a little different in the picture, to be honest with you. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how to make it symmetrical to this. I think I'm just going to draw a curve like this. I'm going to draw another curve like this. Okay, and then right here, draw a line from here, going out like that. We're going from here to the other line. Okay, and then another metal plating from here. I'm going to draw a line across, and then up. Here's a metal plate, and then that just goes down. Okay, so there's that. Fairly simple. There you go. And then just draw a line going across, like so. Okay, there's our another part of the neck here. Okay, so now there's a little, how do you describe it? Like right here where the chest is, the center of the chest, there's a little thing, little trapezoid that goes like so, okay? And then it goes down. So it sort of divides the two chest pieces here. You got the left chest and the right chest. Now the way that it looks, however, because of the angle, you see this left chest, you see this little depth right here, and that's the thickness of it. It goes like that. Okay, and it goes across like so. Leave it there. And this goes to here. Okay, right there. So I'm going to draw it just pretty much up to those points there. Let's add a little more detail to this little divot, or what you call it. So another trapezoid looking shape like that, and then the line going across it. There you go. Going to erase that center line, by the way. It's no longer necessary. Okay, and then right here, another one like that. There you go. Now let's go back to this point right here, and what it does is sort of creates this bend, and it goes down, goes out again. Okay, same thing here, sort of bends. This one sort of curves quite a bit, goes like that, and then goes down. And then there's another metal piece that goes outward towards the shoulder, and then from here this goes out towards the edge there, so it sort of creates this plate, a metal plate that goes outward like that. You guys will have to forgive me. I don't know if you guys can hear that my voice is still not the best. I went from cold to cough in the past couple of days. Okay, that goes across, but it will be covered with by this armor. So let's go back over here. I'm going to draw shoulder going outward. Okay, and then two lines, and then close off that shoulder, so it looks like that. Okay, and then in here, line like this, line across, and it goes into the chest piece. This is like red, this is silver, or titanium. Titanium nanotech? No, I don't know. Okay, so, sorry, it looks like that. Okay, and then maybe a faint little line that outlines like so. Okay, so that's good. This is fairly done. I'm just going to draw like this one faint line that goes like this and then comes out this way. Okay. Actually, there should be a line, like a little chest line that goes out like that, and then same thing over here. There's like this little chest line that goes out like this. And now, because of the way that the chest is, you see a lot more of this, a lot more of the area, because you're looking at it head on, as opposed to this chest, which you're only seeing on the side. So this should be longer than this. That is intentional. Okay, so let me draw this, that line there, and then another one beside it. So this is like the nanotech, and this looks like a part of the nanotech that it's layered. It's hard to describe. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, there you go. So I kind of drew these 1, 2, 3, and then this outer line that looks like that, and that's going to be part of the chest there. Okay, the shoulder part now goes out and then goes, kind of cuts down this side here and goes down like that. And I'm going to draw that one, and then this one's more rounded 2 more times. Okay, bring this up like that, and then bring it higher. There you go. Okay. Right here, there's a bit of a stray armor plating that looks kind of rectangular right around there. And then it goes into that rectangle shape, goes around it, and then goes outward, then down. And then from here, this goes down like this, and then down again. Okay, and then just a line going down. Then finally, this goes like this and goes this way. There's a lot more going on over here, but for the sake of just simplifying it, that's what we're going to do. Now this part right here, actually, now that I look at it, it looks like a light. So I'm going to create a little bit of a, like the side of it, so it looks recessed, so it looks like a light appears right there, and we'll draw the same thing over here. Bit of a light, so going across, sort of shaping it to make a triangle. There you go, like that, and then like that. There you go. So there's that triangle right there, a little recess. Kind of looks like a light, kind of. There you go. So that's pretty much it, you guys. So let's just clean this up. Let's make those lines nice and smooth. There you go. That goes like that. Another line right here. Again, another line over here. And line right here and here. And one more here, which you'll see on this side as well. There you go. There you go, you guys. That is our Iron Man drawing. Fairly, well, when I say simple, it just means that it's not a 45-minute long video, but here you go. Excuse me. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you so much for being patient with me. And yeah, that is our Iron Man Mark 85. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Take care.
And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.